Okay, so we're actually going to start creating the poetry project video that you're going to create with the poem that you chose. The video will be done with WeVideo. I know that doesn't excite some of you, but that is the program we're going to use. You will find posted in the Reading Classroom this poetry project guidelines. Now, these are all of the guidelines for the whole project. We're just starting with steps 1 and 2. Step 1, you need to decide how you're going to divide your poem. Your poem is going to have images that go along with it, and the images will have to go with a part of your poem that you're reading. So which words are going to be on or with which image? You can decide if you put in an image, you can put text over it, but no matter what, you're going to have to read this poem in your video. So you still want to have a rhythm or a flow to your poem. You might decide to break it on the natural stanzas that it has already, but you need to choose some images to go with each section that you divide the poem into. Then step 2, choose which images go with which section. The images you choose should not be silly or repeated. Okay, if you remember or go back and watch that iPad commercial that I posted, it should evoke a feeling. You'll need to copy and paste the image that you plan to use in your WeVideo next to the part that it matches within the poem. You'll also want to save it in your downloads. So I think I've showed you before, you can do on your Chromebooks a Control Shift, and then you use that little key at the top that is the square or rectangle and then 2 lines next to it. That allows you to screenshot whatever you want. It'll let you just pick and choose the parts of your computer screen that you want to take a screenshot of. So first, when you do that, it'll save a copy of it into your downloads. And you can open that up and give it a name so that you know. But you also want to copy that image and put it on your Google Doc next to the part of the poem that it flows with. And if you are totally confused and have no idea what I'm talking about, send me an email and we'll do a Google Meet and I can walk you through that process. But when you look at your assignment, where it says Poetry Project Steps 1 and 2, this is the assignment that is due on Thursday. Watch this video, step 1. Then you need to go and create a clean copy of your poem and attach it to this assignment. So you have to go and make a copy and delete all of the annotation stuff that you've already done to it. Then you need to put on that clean copy what images you're going to use in your WeVideo to go with each section of your poem, however you're going to choose to read your poem. That's the first part of this assignment. I want to approve your images before we move on. Okay? So 2 things you have here, 2 new postings. One is all the guidelines that I just showed you. Oh, that's the rubric, and I'll get to that on a later date. So everything, but you don't have to worry about anything beyond steps 1 and 2. Then the actual assignment for today, Wednesday, is to copy and paste a clean copy of your poem and put the images you're planning on using onto that document next to the section they fit with. And if you do a screenshot, it'll save them in your downloads, because when you upload to WeVideo, you need to then pull them from your downloads. Okay, so this is your work for Wednesday.